I'm going to start this recipe off by adding the juice of 2 lemons into some boiling milk. Now this milk is really, really hot. That lemon is going to help the milk to curdle. Now just squeeze the lemon juice right into the pot, just like this. Try and get every last drop from the lemons. And then give it a good stir. That's going to help the milk to curdle. And at this point, the heat is set to medium. Okay, after stirring for a few minutes, the milk is ready and we can continue on with our recipe. We're now going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Give it another stir. Once you've given that a good stir, let's continue on. At this stage, we can turn off the heat and we're going to take all of this curdled milk and then pour it into a strainer lined with a cloth. The cloth and strainer are going to help filter out all the liquid. You really want to squeeze that really, really well. Separate the whey from the milk completely. Close the cloth and just squeeze as best as you can. Now you want to be careful because that milk is super hot, but this should take about 2 minutes and it's really easy. Be careful, it's super hot, you don't want to burn yourself. And this is the perfect result here. Now altogether in this recipe, I used 3 liters of milk. Make sure your cloth is clean and sanitized. Now go ahead and remove the curdled milk. We're going to continue on with the recipe. Now, would you believe me if I told you that our recipe was ready? All we have to do is pour that curd into a bowl and then press down with your hands to mold it into the shape of the bowl. This is the ideal shape for my cheese, but if you want to divide this into smaller portions, you definitely can. I love this recipe and I never run out of cheese at home anymore because I just make this. Try this recipe at home and serve that cheese with some coffee. I think you'll be surprised. In Brazil, cheese with coffee is one of the most famous breakfasts. Try it at home. I think you'll be amazed. After pressing down, put it in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours and the cheese is ready to go. Remove it from the bowl and all we have to do is serve. Now, during the cooking process, you can also season with more salt or some herbs if you'd like, but the more seasoning in the cheese, the more refined it becomes. Go ahead and slice a generous piece and serve it to your family. No need to buy cheese anymore. You can make it at home. It's so easy. I love the taste of this cheese, and I really haven't bought cheese from the store since I learned this recipe. It's delicious, it's tasty, and definitely worth giving a try. If you want to make the recipe more sophisticated, serve it with jam or fruit like apricots. Jam is just so perfect with this cheese. Make it at home. I know you're going to love it. A perfect flavor, impeccable texture. Enjoy.